Hi guys, welcome to episode 9 of our Director of Football Challenge with Sheffield Wednesday. So, as you can see, we've managed to hold on to second place just about. So Newcastle are still within a point of us, and then Norwich are still fairly close on just the 3 points behind, so it's still pretty tight up here. You'll also notice that Huddersfield haven't really pushed on at the top, and we're only 3 points behind them now, so there's still a crazy chance that we could win the league. I suppose there's also a chance that we could drop right back into the playoffs and potentially not go up at all, but at the minute I'd be absolutely delighted with second place at the end of the season. We've only got 6 games left to play, so as long as we do okay in our next few, I'm hoping we should be automatically getting promoted from the league. We really need it as well, because as you've seen in the past few episodes, the finances are just going down and down, and I can't see them improving anytime soon. If we look at the projection, at the minute we're due to be £24 million in debt by the end of the season, and then by the end of the following season, if we stay as we are, £41 million down, and then in the next couple of years we're going to be nearly £60 million in the negative. So not good at all. So we really are relying on this Premier League money. We really need to get promoted. So that's what we're going to try and do. We've got a few games left. We just need to keep doing what we're doing. We're playing well, and we really need to get promoted. So let's have a quick look at the schedule, see how we've managed to keep ourselves in that position. You were last with us for the Burton game, as you can tell, because that's the only game we've lost in about 4 months. Curse of the live com and all that. So since then, we played Leicester in the FA Cup 6th round quarter-final, and we managed to beat them 4-2. I was really surprised at this result. So we played really well as well. So as you can see, Jordan Rhodes with a couple of goals, Adam Reach, Barry Bannon, and then the following game in the league, we played Reading, who were sort of pushing for a playoff spot themselves. We also beat them 4-2. Adam Reach again with the goal, Jordan Rhodes, Daniel Pudel popped up with a rare goal, and Forestieri. So another really good performance for us. The next game we looked quite good, but at the same time I didn't think we were going to win this game. It was a tough game for us. So we went 1-0 up, ended up going back down to 1-1, and then Forestieri popped up with a 37th minute goal. So 3 goals within sort of 8 minutes, and then right at the end it was one of those we were winning all the way through, and then sort of last 5 minutes we were just trying to defend, hold on to the lead. We really needed the win, and they got the late goal. So a draw is not a terrible result. It still kept us in this top 2 position, but just imagine if we could have won that and had another 2 points clear of Newcastle. It would have made a massive difference going into today's game against Newcastle. So then you can see the following game, Alman Abdi got another couple of goals. We were losing this game 1-0 as well. They scored just before half time, and then we went on to score a couple of goals close together within sort of 15 minutes, and ended up holding on for the 2-1 win. The following game was another similar story. Went 1-0 down to Rotherham, who are sort of 23rd in the table. We should not be conceding at all really against them, but we went 1-0 down. But same again, half-time team talk worked well. 51st minute, Jordan Rhodes got the equaliser, and then Abdi again popped up with a winner for us. He's been in some really good form. I think it was just after the Burton game when we didn't play well. He was just kind of making a few substitute appearances for us before. He was still scoring goals though, to be fair to him. He's still got a couple of goals as a sub before then, and he has popped up with a few goals through the season. But we've started him for the past few games. We actually dropped Jordan Rhodes to the bench for the last 3, played Forestieri up front and Abdi just behind him, and Abdi's played really well. He scored 4 goals in the past 3 games. And really important goals too. Turning those 2 games around. If we'd have lost those 2 games, there was absolutely no way we were going up automatically. So, it's really kept us in the hunt for this promotion. So, just another quick thing actually. If we look at the homepage in the notebook, I've told you a few times about the training. So, as I said, what I like to do is every 3 months I'll change the training, and I also update my notes. So I edit the note, and every 3 months you can see this is what we were training at the time. That's what we've set for the next training, and so on. So it is actually really useful to do this. It's something that I don't think many people do. No, I don't know many people that really use the notebook, but I started using it earlier this year, and it is good because I can see what I've been focusing on. I'm not going to leave them on there for too long. They get a good few months on that, and then when I go into next season, I can see the order we've done things this season. I can see if there's anything we've not trained, anything that I think we might need to train a little bit more on. So it is really useful just to be able to go look back and look at the history of the training, because it doesn't really give you a history on the training screen. So I do think it's quite useful to do this. So just a little tip for anybody who might want to try that. It is quite useful. Let's get into today's game. So we're going to go with an unchanged team from the past 2 games. The only change we've made for this game is Will Buckley was injured. We've just brought him back in onto the bench. He's probably not going to, he's definitely not fit enough to play, but the team's playing well. We don't need to make any changes really. They're all fit, they're all in good form. Morale's really high amongst the players. So yeah, we just brought Will Buckley back in onto the bench just as a bit of a backup option. He is one of those kind of players that you can bring on and he will make a difference later on in the games. So let's have a look. It's a pretty settled team at the minute. We've played the same team for the past few games. So we've got Kieran Westwood in goal, Liam Palmer as the right back, Sasso and Lees as the centre backs, Pudel at left back, Kieran Lee and Barry Bannon in midfield, Reach, Abdi and Forestieri behind Jordan Rhodes, who has came back in for this last game. I think he played for the last game too. Yeah, but we've kept Abdi in the team. It was just because of injuries. We've pushed Forestieri out onto the left. Normally he'd play just behind Rhodes, but Abdi's playing so well there, we're just going to leave him there for the time being. So that front four has been working quite well for us. As you've seen with the schedule results, is that the last few games we've conceded the first goal and we've made it hard work for ourselves. We have managed to come back in most of those games and win the games, but against a really good team like Newcastle, we can't really afford to be doing that. So it's going to be a tricky game. We really need to win. Well, we really, really need to not lose. I keep saying this all the time, but at the minute we're slightly ahead of them. We just don't need them to overtake us with then 5 games left to play. We're not leaving ourselves much time to try and overtake again. So this is a massive game. This is the biggest game we've played at the club since we've been in charge. So yeah, definitely a massive game. Also, just a quick other thing. I mentioned in the last episode that I hadn't been offered a new contract yet. I still haven't been offered a new contract. There was another news story about the fans were worried that I was going to leave at the end of the season. I actually went and spoke to the board and asked for a new contract just to see what would happen. And yeah, they did pop up and say the reason they weren't offering anybody new contracts at the minute is just because the club's financial status is so insecure. They can't offer anybody a new deal at the minute. So I'm hoping if we can get this promotion to the Premier League, get a big amount of money coming to the club, then the new contract will be there straight away. So yeah, I'm still hopeful of that. So yeah, it's just down to finances. It's not that I think I'm doing a bad job or anything. I think they're pretty happy with what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just the finances. Okay, so let's get into today's game against Newcastle. Okay, here we go. So Newcastle with the kick-off. So we're playing with our home formation today, so it's a little bit more attacking. I was tempted to go stick with the away formation even though we are at home, just because I know Newcastle are a dangerous side. We don't want to lose the game, but we're going to stick with our home formation. We're going to take the game to Newcastle. We need to win, really. We don't want to just sit back and counter and hope that they don't score past us. So yeah, let's see what happens. So it's been a little bit scrappy so far. We keep going forward, they'll win the ball, go forward. Oh, Reach with the cross there, no one gets to the end of it. So yeah, they're lumping the ball forward, trying to get on the end of it, not really winning it. We're doing the same, pushing back the other way. They haven't had a shot yet. Oh, there we go. They've just had a shot, but off target. We've had 4 shots so far. So in the first 12 minutes, we can see we're attacking. We've had more of the ball slightly. Another chance for us here. Rhodes in the box. Abdi's there again with a goal. Good worked goal there for us. See, Abdi's in great form. I'm really glad he's decided to come good when he has, because at this stage of the season, it's massively important that someone's scoring the goals. So Rhodes crosses the ball. He's got a pretty open net. It's an easy chance for him really, but he's in the right position. Rhodes has done well to find him. Good goal. But yeah, as I said, other players have played well in little phases of the season. Had the odd 5 or 6 games where they've played well, scored a lot of goals. Sort of Adam Reach had a couple of phases like that. Jordan Rhodes has had a few spells, and then obviously Forestieri too. Oh, good save by Westwood there. We don't want to let them score really. We want to get the second goal. But yeah, so it is. I'm glad Abdi's came in and he's making the difference. He's scoring those goals. We really need it. So as you can see at the table, if it stays like this, so Norwich have just scored as well, so they've moved up above Newcastle now. Let's just say that, yeah, things are going well. Okay, so we'll carry on as we are. But yeah, so at the minute, I don't want to jinx it, but if things stay as they are, we're 3 points clear of Norwich with 5 games to go. So let's just, come on boys, we can do this. So we're attacking again. Rhodes with the ball. Can he get it through to Abdi? What's he going to do here? Oh, he loses it. So Newcastle on the counter attack. Come on, win this ball back, boys. Oh, here we go. And they've scored. Wow. So, yeah. I suppose at least it's fairly early on in the game. You know, oh, sorry, I've skipped the highlight. I keep doing that when the opposite team scores. I don't know why. Oh, we always got lucky with a deflection there. Wow. We could have really done with that though. Okay, so Newcastle are coming back into the game a little bit. So let's just have a look what we've got on the bench. See, Adam Reach is not playing that well. See, I said we've got Will Buckley, but he is still a bit tired. Maybe we'll bring on Matthias. He's came back in. He was injured for sort of 8 months at the beginning of the season. He's only been back around the first team for the last month. Had a few bit part appearances. I think we're also going to bring Tom Lees off. He's played well for us over the season, but yeah, he's not having a good game today. We don't want to concede another goal from, you know, a mistake or anything like that. So we'll take a risk. I don't normally like to change my centre backs too much, but we'll take a risk here. Actually, let's try encouraging. This might work, might not. Let's see. Come on, just don't let them score. Come on. Oh, wow. Right. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. So, let's go attack him. Let's... See, Jordan Rhodes has not done much again. I'm thinking maybe stick Forestieri up front, or bring Rhodes off. We'll give Buckley the last 13 minutes. He is the kind of player who's done it for me before. He can make a difference coming on from the bench. So we'll also just tell the boys to push forward. We need to get a goal. We see, look at the difference. We're 2 points behind Newcastle now, with 5 games to go. Come on, at least get the equaliser. Come on, let's attack. See, we've got a highlight straight from the kickoff. Are we actually going to be able to do anything from this? Pudil's done well to keep hold of the ball. Oh, and he's lost it there. Come on, win the ball back. No, they've just punched it up the field. And we're back at them again. So we're going for it. The attacking instructions clearly taking effect. Buckley's through. Oh, see, wow, what an instant impact he's had there. Will Buckley, great super sub there. Great decision by the manager, I must say. Okay, so Abdi works it to Bannon. Forestieri with a little back heel to Buckley. Cheeky stuff there. Buckley just smashes it home. Nothing fancy, absolutely smashes it. That is a massive goal. Okay, so well, now what do? Do I stay attacking? Do I go all out defensive? I think we're just going to leave it on attacking. That might be a bad decision if Newcastle come and score here, which they probably will, knowing my luck. I want to run it back, Westwood. So we've got 2 minutes. Come on. What can we do here? Just don't give them the ball. Don't give them anything silly. Buckley, Forestieri, Buckley. Oh, I thought he was going to be the hero there. See, he's done so well since coming on from the bench. He's had 2 massive opportunities. Just don't let them score. If they don't score here, oh wow. Clear it. Right, if that's it. I'm going defensive. Last minute of the game. Ball's gone out of play. Defensive instructions. And they've still got the highlight, which worries me a little bit there. And Buckley's given away a foul. Right, this is potentially the last chance. Come on. Oh, wow. The ball ricocheted around the box a few times there. Come on, keeper, just keep the ball. Don't give them the ball. We just need to hold on. There we go. There we go. That's okay. I'm happy with that. We did well to come back with that. I genuinely thought that was it. Season over. I had to rely on the playoffs. I know we're not promoted yet, but I just think that was the one game of the rest of our running we could not lose, and we've drawn. So that's okay. I'm happy with that. So if we have a quick look at the stats just before we leave, you can see it was a fairly even game. We'll have a look at the match stats just to see. So yeah, very even. 2 clear-cut chances each. We've got 2 goals each, so you know, can't argue with that. 4 half chances for Newcastle. We just had the 1. I don't really care about that now. I'm happy with the 2-2. Okay, so let's have a quick look what that's done to the table. So as you can see, we're still up there in second. We're only a point ahead of Newcastle and Norwich now. So the chances are, if we slip up in any of our remaining games, one of those 2 teams are going to take advantage. Can't see them throwing away too many points now in the last few games of the season. Also, Huddersfield are 5 points ahead of us, so realistically we're probably not going to overtake them and win the league. We never expected to win the league anyway. Finishing second would be a massive season for us, especially with our financial situation, the fact we had to sell so many players in January, we've not brought anybody in, so our team is weaker than when we took over the club, but we've managed to have a really good season despite all that. Let's just have a quick look at the schedule so we'll see what our remaining games are. So we've got Cardiff, QPR, then we've actually got Man City at Wembley, neutral ground, in the FA Cup semi-final. So it's another one where, like the Leicester game, I'm half tempted to just weaken the team and go with the youngsters, but because it's really important for us to concentrate on the league and we really need to be promoted. But how often does Sheffield Wednesday get to play Man City in the FA Cup semi-final? So we probably are going to have to go for it. The only worry is that we're playing Derby 3 days after, and obviously it's in London. I don't know how much of an effect that'll have on us in terms of travel and playing so close together, but we'll find out. We're going to have to play our full strength team. We'll just see what happens. I just really hope it doesn't go to extra time, if anything. I'd rather, if we're going to lose, let's just lose in 90 minutes, rest some players, and then we'll see how we get on. So we've only got 6 games left of the season that we know about. So I'll play the rest of the games. We'll come back for the last game of the season against Fulham. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll come back and maybe we'll be promoted already, or we'll be in a very good position to achieve that. The only thing that worries me is that if we lose one or two of these games, we could drop back down into the playoffs. Then we might have another episode with the playoffs on there. We will see. So for now I'll go along and play these matches, and I'll see you back for the Fulham game in a few weeks' time. Thank you very much again for watching, guys, as always. If you liked today's video, please pop a like on there for me. It's very much appreciated. Also, it'd be great if you wanted to subscribe to the channel to keep up with the challenge. So I'll see you next time, guys, hopefully for a very important episode for the end of the season. Our first season in the Championship, hopefully our only season in the Championship, but we will see. I don't want to jinx it too much. We will see you next time. Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.